back and watch. We don't know what's gonna happen, but people been talking about Cardi B deserved to go through something tragic. Offset lost Takeoff. Megan Thee Stallion got her pinky toes blowed off for this hip hop. And Cardi B don't want Grammys. She getting all these awards, praises, and accolades, only put out one album. A lot of people feel like it's time for Cardi B to do some real nigga time. Give her a little bit of jail time to make her solid. All that gangster she been popping on her records. This the perfect time to bring some fidelity to all of that. Her former bodyguard is talking. And Cardi B thick as hell in that courtroom. Don't nobody want to see her go down. Matter of fact, I take that back. Everybody want to see her go down. On somebody. It's a possibility that Cardi B gonna be sitting behind bars doing extra bad. We about to talk about it. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button. Reggie, get this shit together. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. And hit that Cash App too. Yo, Reg, you're gonna have to... Wrong channel, bro. Wrong channel. Switch it up. Hit that Cash App. $ Shawn Blaze Doc. So without further ado, we gotta get into this news, man. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's do this.
Just a short time ago, Cardi B took the witness stand in her civil assault trial. She's being sued by a security guard who says the rapper attacked her outside of Beverly Hills Medical Office. Eyewitness News reporter Leo Stallworth has more from the Alhambra Courthouse.
Grammy Award-winning rapper Cardi B arriving at the Alhambra Courthouse for day 2 of a trial surrounding a civil suit filed against her by a woman claiming the artist assaulted her when she was a security guard in 2018.
How are you?
Hey, Cardi.
Okay. Do you look at this case as a shakedown for money?
Absolutely.
Cardi B claiming the security guard used her cell phone to record her heading into a medical building in Beverly Hills in 2018, which sparked a confrontation in which Cardi B claims the security guard was the aggressor, not her.
Was she recording you without your knowledge?
Yes, and nobody touched each other.
Cardi B claiming the security guard recorded her entering the medical building without her consent, and that if there was any confrontation...
They got old girl working at Foot Locker because things ain't work out with Cardi B. Y'all know she need that money bad. Cardi B looking like she just rolled out of bed. And she should have hired a man. All this feminism she's starting to backfire. This woman need that. Look how she showed up to court. She about to go sell some Air Force Ones right after she leave the courtroom, man. The mall closed at 9. She ain't got time to be up in there talking about Cardi B all day. Hold on, look at this.
There was no assault. Eyewitness News briefly talking to the rapper yesterday, and she appeared confident.
I feel good.
Shit, you don't look good. What the fuck? She show up looking like Spock off of Star Trek. Somebody need to smack her Back to the Future with this nonsense she be wearing. She don't want another man. And you know, sometimes it gets to that point where the ladies be like, fuck it. The ugly I look, niggas gonna leave me alone. But there's some weirdo out there that'll take her just like that. And she fighting court cases and all. A lot of people feel like this is bad karma for her suing Tasha K. Now she know how ridiculous it is to get sued by somebody. This is her karma. Yeah, Tasha K said some mean, nasty things, but Cardi wasn't her only target. That's what she do for a living. She's a modern day entertainer for the ratchets out there. She called her subscribers the wino gang. And if people cool with being winos, then that lets you know what state we in right now. This is bad karma for Cardi B. Y'all gotta see this.
Yeah?
Yes, very confident.
There was no assault. Eyewitness News briefly talking to the rapper yesterday, and she appeared confident.
I feel good.
Yeah?
Yes, very confident.
You're optimistic.
Very optimistic.
Cardi B arguing the guard, Amani Ellis, was the aggressor, alleging that Ellis was trying to record her entering her OBGYN's office while she was visibly pregnant. In her lawsuit filed in 2020, Ellis alleged Cardi B violently attacked her at the Beverly Hills Medical Building, striking her on her head, face, and body, spat on her, shouted racial slurs. She claimed the rapper's long fingernails caused cuts on her face that required plastic surgery.
The whole incident was super traumatizing for me. She did a lot that day.
Fingernails, can you show them to us for all of us to see?
How long are those fingernails? Half an inch, 1 inch, 2
I
inch?
think less.
She's sitting up there looking like a grizzly bear. Y'all see this shit? Now y'all know she fucked up with them nails and screamed out racial slurs when she was doing it. But it ain't racial when she rapping that shit on the record. She got polar bear hands. It looked like she got extra fingers, either that or I'm high. Do y'all think, y'all gotta let me know, man. Do y'all feel like Cardi B need to go to jail for this? It'd be good for her career. She come up out that cage with them big ass arms. She need to go in there and get real buff and come back out in a year. She guaranteed to go multi-platinum. They be like, you seen Cardi B? Like, that ain't Cardi B. Yes, that's Cardi B. She come out that bitch looking like Michael B. Jordan. Bald-headed with tattoos all over her face. That need to be the move. Send her ass to jail with a pack of protein or something. Cause she ain't gonna, if she beat this shit, she ain't gonna sell no more records because now you got women ganging up on her. It's gonna be impossible to get her audience back. Hold on, run that back a little bit. I do apologize. Listen.
Attacked her at the Beverly Hills Medical Building, striking her on her head, face, and body, spat on her, shouted racial slurs. She claimed the rapper's long fingernails caused cuts on her face that required plastic surgery.
The whole incident was super traumatizing for me. She did a lot that day.
Fingernails, can you show them to us for all of us to see? How long are those fingernails? Half an inch, 1 inch, 2
I
inch?
think it has to be less than an inch.
Are they pointy?
To me, are not pointy. They're like circle.
Later this afternoon, Cardi B on the witness stand. The rapper says on the day of the alleged incident, the security guard was clearly the aggressor.
You're recording me, now you following me. Like, back up. And she's like, I can do what I want. It's like, no, you can. Like, you can't do what.
Yo, she smart as hell, man. Let me explain something. Yo, them security guards don't be getting treated right. They don't be getting paid right. She figured, hell, I'm gonna have to get my bag from TMZ because this bitch act like she don't want to pay nobody. That's why you got these security guards doing blogs. They airing people out because that money be funny. You working for a multi-millionaire and they talking about they gonna pay you next week. Them security guards be working for free. Shit, they eat when they eat. They there all the time. Dinner's ready, security guards sitting at the table with the kids and everybody eating. Cause that's the only way they getting paid. They work, motherfucker. They work like Cassie during the freak off. 7 days, 24/7. Without even getting a paycheck. So this let me know that she wasn't paying that girl correctly. And she had to take matters into her own hands. Cardi B wobbling with a nasty wedgie, ketchup stains all over her shirt going into the OBGYN. That's fucked up, man. It would have never, if she was getting compensated correctly, it would have never boiled down to this. Listen to this, y'all.
On her, shouted racial slurs. She claimed the rapper's long fingernails caused cuts on her face that required plastic surgery.
The whole incident was super traumatizing for me. She did a lot that day.
Fingernails, can you show them to us for all of us to see? How long are those fingernails? Half an inch, 1 inch, 2
I
inch?
think it has to be less than an inch.
Are they pointy?
To me, are not pointy. They're like circle.
Later this afternoon, Cardi B on the witness stand. The rapper says on the day of the alleged incident, the security guard was clearly the aggressor.
You're recording me, now you following me. Like, back up. And she's like, I can do what I want. It's like, no, you can. Like, you can't do what you want. And that's when we started arguing.
Leo Stallworth, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Man, oh man. Cardi B can't talk her way out of this one. Old girl got evidence, video recordings, proof. She assaulted her security guard. Now she's going down for the crime. We all seen her throw the mic at the girl in the crowd. She got sued for that. Her behavior is erratic. She ain't playing with these chicks out here, man. She got a lot of anger built up. Her career is falling apart. She redid a Jay-Z song, and I thought the song wasn't that bad, man. I don't know what everybody hating for. She went to the Goodwill and got the beat and everything. If the Jay-Z track was hot, how her track not gonna be hot? Diddy made a whole career making remixes and shit. And all them songs was fire, but they wasn't original worth a damn. So Cardi B did it, and now everybody up in arms that she redid the Jay-Z song. We gonna take a little detour. Y'all stay tuned. Let me get this together. I want to see what the hype is about. What did she say in that song that got everybody so upset? Okay, look. She popping that gangster shit. She said, it's the motherfucking princess, you heard? These bitches be bragging about is like, shit, I was doing that in 2016 type shit. Like, why these chicks hating? You bitches don't even know the difference between vintage and archive. Like, why these bitches hating? She said, now I spit that other shit. That's some pretty motherfucker shit. Cardi B, every song platinum. I'm not the other bitch. Whatever you was gonna pay her, you gotta double it. Glory hole. Bitches don't know who they fucking with. Their money, my stocks and shares money. Your money, your booking fee is my makeup and hair money. Bitches say I think I'm the shit. And I do and did. Just know you chicks can't live. I got the hottest shit. Hop out popping it. She got kids, y'all. I think that's why a lot of people upset about these lyrics. Because this is somebody's mother at this point. If she was 20 years old, no kids, never been married, it would be different, man. When Jay-Z did this, he wasn't a married man. Jay-Z ain't have Beyonce on his arm popping and shit like this. It's a difference, Cardi. Sit your ass down. She fighting with her security guards going in and out the OBGYN. That shit ain't fly. She wobbling with some dog ass niggas baby every other month. She had 3 babies with a dude that your average chick wouldn't even touch. That's a bad look, man. I need y'all to listen to this news and let me know, do y'all feel like Cardi B need to go to jail behind this? This woman working at Foot Locker and Cardi B put her foot in her ass. If she would have put her foot in Cardi B's ass, she would have pulled back a nub. But it's all right when the Botox rabbit got the gun. Y'all gotta let me know. Do y'all feel like Cardi B need to go to jail? Or do y'all feel like she need to keep on doing what she been doing, hurting people, suing poor black women, and she been beat? She might as well build a plantation and let Offset be her overseer and let her kids live in the big house while Tasha K out there picking cotton to pay back that $20 million. If they bring slavery back, you know Cardi B gonna have a plantation. How she treating these poor black people. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button too. Without further ado, we got to get back into this Cardi B news.
Court today for day 2 of her civil assault trial. The hip-hop artist is accused of physically and verbally abusing a security guard in 2018. The plaintiff in the case, Imani Ellis, claims that Cardi B attacked her outside of a Beverly Hills medical office and then later had her fired. Well, Cardi B denies the allegations, insisting that Ellis was the aggressor. According to Cardi B, Ellis was trying to record her visibly pregnant while she was on the way to a doctor's appointment. ABC News' Melissa Don is joining me now for more on this. So, again, Melissa, remind us exactly of how we got here.
Exactly, Kena. So it all started in 2018, right when this alleged incident took place. And that's also around the time when Cardi B was pregnant with her first child. So Cardi B says that she was going to her OBGYN appointment. She was in a medical office building in Beverly Hills, expecting it to be...
There's some bullshit, y'all. They put all this stuff on the back burner so they could deal with the Diddy trial and all that shit. They don't refried this old ass shit just to put it in the news. This is the year they want to see niggas doing bad. How long they gonna have this going on? We don't see the ASAP Rocky trial, the Young Dolph trial. He been dead. They bought that back. Found the dude not guilty. Now they don't know what to do. They gonna keep doing the trial. We seen the Young Thug trial. We seen plenty of bullshit in the news from a long time ago. These are canned goods that they putting out here, man. Cardi B assaulted a bodyguard in 2018 when she was pregnant because she was recording her when she was walking into the OBG. Who gives a goddamn? Take that shit to people's court. Matter of fact, take it to paternity court. That way Offset can get his shit off at the same time. Y'all see how they doing these celebrities? But since Cardi B in so much trouble, it's a possibility that they might as well just put her in jail to save people some time and misery. Because there's people out here in their feelings about this, especially my Latin people out there. They feel like Cardi B did no wrong beating that sister's ass like that. A lot of my people in the Latin community feel like that sister needed her ass beat and Cardi B was the person to do it. They not gonna let her go to jail for this, especially not unless this woman is Latin. She better say she part Chinese or some shit. Cause if she don't, she shit out of luck. And how much money they gonna give her? She wearing Foot Locker shit. She might pay her in Jordans. Cardi B don't know her ABCs. We don't know her education level. She ain't never claimed to have no degrees, man. We don't know her education level. The music industry need to be in trouble for giving her an opportunity as a rapper when she don't know how to read and write. They be like, oh, Cardi B spitting some hot shit. That don't mean that she writing this stuff, man. We gonna get back into the Cardi B news, but I gotta look at this a little more. She said, I got more Cartier than John probably. Summer with cheeks out, winter it's minks out. I'll buy grown man watches and take the links out, bitch. In the summer, she got them booty cheeks out. In the winter, she got them minks out. Like I said earlier, man, she a mother with kids. This shit ain't cool, man. When you got babies coming up and you walk around with them booty cheeks jiggling and the father ain't around, that's a trifling situation, man. When them booty cheeks wiggling, you know you got bad gas only if them niggas knew. And y'all seen what she be eating on Instagram, man. I seen her the other day. She bought a pack of fish. It came out the box. And she ate that shit with her bare hands, man. You know that thing. Y'all gotta look at this real quick. I wanna cut that off. She said, bitches, I leave them all bucked. Fists be balled up. Oh, she going to jail. They need to pull these lyrics out in the courtroom like they do with all the other rappers. Bitches, I leave them all bucked. Fists be balled up. Y'all hoes look cheap. That shit don't cost much. I'm a star, but I smack you. Don't get starstruck. Patience looking at me like, Cardi, what the fuck? Ooh, them bars, booty. Ooh, Cardi? Why they had her in the studio rapping like that? Got her telling on herself and shit. For these booty bars, whoever wrote this song need to be in jail. She said, Patience looking at me like, Cardi, what the fuck? Like, Patience, I'm sorry, I ain't got you. You here, but you ain't there. I don't see you. She said, strip like Tom Brown. These bitches should calm down. Quicker they lift up, the quicker they fall down. Poor thing, Twitter must be gassing them heavy, making them jump in the ring with the brim before they ready. I seen whole fan pages make avatar changes. All that old love go to new fan bases. Now you're 15 up. You ready? Already out of time. I'm a legend. They gonna hang my heels from the power lines. Ha ha. And whoever this nigga is writing these bars, it might have been Lil Nas X. whoever he was, he got to be zesty for this madness. He making Cardi B say in the damn studio. Okay, this is the last one. Then we're going to get back to the news. Let me see. Okay, yeah, we got to get back to the news. But this is fascinating right here. She said, my flop and your flop is not the same. If you did my numbers, y'all will pop champagne. If I did your numbers, I will hop out of plane. Suicide if I fall from the distance between you and I. They gotta be kidding. Whatever they smoking on, it gotta be hitting. The bag you just posted, been in the closet sitting. The car he just got you, blow tires and the ribbon. He said the car he just bought you, blow tires and it got a ribbon on it. Been in my driveway, not getting driven. Y'all bench bitches, ho, y'all just starting. Y'all just starting. Birthday at Carbone. To me, that's Olive Garden. A nigga couldn't take me there. That's why y'all department, tasteless, basic. I'm a Waldorf penthouse every state, bitch. 2016, I had Fashion Nova lit. Ask Rich, y'all need y'all ass whipped. Come on, man. And this why basic bitches lined up to beat her ass. She better not never have to get on food stamps. Never. She better never start doing bad. Because if she have to go down to that welfare office and she's sitting there looking all pitiful, face sagging, they ain't gonna let her see the light of day. If she ever have to take public transportation again, because this shit can all go bad. You know what I'm saying? It look good now, but we seen celebrities out there got food trucks and shit. You go to the Cardi B food truck, she got empanadas and selling tacos and shit. That's not gonna be a good look when she talking like this. So we just gonna have to wait. Plus she getting sued back to back. Offset going, the Migos is done. Her era done came in with, she an old school rapper right now. She on some Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle shit these days. She's sitting in the back of the bus with Lil' Kim, Nicki Minaj, and Foxy Brown right about now. You got this new talent people waiting on the next Cardi B. They was hoping it was gonna be Ice Spice. But her shit was completely whack. But she had the look. And that's the reason why she got an opportunity. Let me do this real quick. Because y'all got to get a better understanding of what's happening here with this whole Cardi B trial. She took the stand. People think she adorable. They treat her like she a poodle. She say shit that don't make no sense. People feel sorry for Cardi B. And that's the reason why she got a career now. It's like supporting an orphan or something like that. When people hear her talk, they treat her like she Gary Coleman or some shit. Like she a midget, or no disrespect to my little people out there, but they treat her like she got special needs and they want to see her win. And if you against Cardi B, you against somebody with special needs. Look at this. And y'all, I'm a little retarded. That's why y'all need to hit that like button. Y'all know I be struggling. Y'all hear the way I read. Hit that. If y'all will do it for Cardi B, do it for me, man. Hit that like button and hit the Cash App too. Because it's a miracle that I'm even on YouTube. I don't even know the buttons or none of that shit, man. Help me out. Okay, look at this, y'all. Ice Spice teases new single, Baddie Baddie, with fresh look on Instagram. People wanted her, looking like that, people wanted her to win. But the bars was too booty. Somebody else too. Then we're going to get back to the Cardi news because I just want to make this point real quick before we move on. Look at this. Yo, people wanted this chick to win so bad. They let her skip the line and everything. She had pretty girl privileges. They're like, yeah, Doja, whatever you talking about, looking like that, she thick, she light-skinned, let her rock. People actually was talking about her music hot and all that bullshit because she had the look. But the music just wasn't adding up. And there was a bunch of bozos out there still rocking with her music, regardless of how trash it was, because she had the look. But I guess they need better producers or something like that. The looks is there, but the talent is not there. The thing with Cardi B is this. Look. Cardi had the look, somewhat, you know what I'm saying? But she definitely had the talent around her in the hip hop world. Migos was holding it down for Atlanta for at least like, I want to say 3-4 summers. Don't act like they wasn't. The shit fell apart, unfortunately, but once upon a time, they was dominating. And Cardi B came on their coattail. They was writing her songs, had her with the right beats, right producers and all that shit. Damn, man. In order for her to win, they had to lose. And I'm pretty sure they know that by now. I'm pretty sure her baby daddy got a whole lot of resentment for even sliding with this chick. But that's Negro here, no there. We're about to get into this news. I hope y'all ready, because it's about to go down right now. Yo, Reg, go ahead, play that.
Private. Well, that's what happened, is that it was not. There was a security guard there that took out phones, and that's when an alleged incident occurred. Well, 2 years later, in 2020, Imani Ellis, that was the security guard that was working there, filed a civil lawsuit against Cardi B, and that's when we first learned about this incident in, of course, all of these civil court documents. Well, fast forward 5 years later, this is now when we're seeing this civil court play out. Today is day 2. Yesterday, of course, day 1 is when we first heard from that former security guard, Kana.
And it sounds like we also heard from Imani Ellis yesterday, who took the stand. What did we learn?
Exactly. So those details that were just coming out is that Imani Ellis alleges it was a traumatizing day for her. She says she remembers that moment because she does admit that she had 2 phones on her, and she does admit recalling that she exclaims, "Hey, it's Cardi B." She says in that moment, because of her reaction, that's when Cardi B came over to her. There was a verbal altercation and then a physical altercation. That's where she's alleging essentially that Cardi B scratched her cheek with one of her fingernails, trying to snatch one of those cell phones out of her. And essentially, in that moment, that is when Imani Ellis says that it was very violent for her. But Cardi B is basically saying, look, there was a verbal situation that happened, but nothing physical happened. Now, Cardi B's lawyers did their opening statements yesterday as well, and they have maintained there was no physical altercation. It was just a verbal incident that lasted about 60 to 90 seconds. Kana?
We know Melissa Cardi B also currently promoting her sophomore album. Any concern here this may impact that?
Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Wait. She spotted the clown in her entourage. That is a hurting feeling, man. You already a celebrity. You can't trust nobody. Everybody got their hand out. Everybody want a piece of you. You pregnant. You going through it. You got a doctor's appointment. You paying this bitch to hold you down. You turn around, this bozo got 2 phones out. Like, hey, everybody, it's Cardi B. She trying to get her own page going. Make a little money on the side off of exclusive Cardi B content. Then she turned around and sued her ass, man. You just can't be too careful out here. I feel bad for Cardi B a little bit, but I do believe if she go to jail, it would do wonders for her career. Lil' Kim did that time, came back out, and went platinum a couple of times. The Cardi B mugshot with her middle finger up, Glorilla was out there selling the t-shirts. You can't tell me it's not a come up. Let me do this real quick. Look. She put that shit, she was out there selling merch. Like, throw me in jail again. I'm gonna sell some sneakers next time. Put that shit on some jeans. And they sold out too. I was in the store the other day. The chick who had the register had on a Glorilla mugshot t-shirt. Cardi, her team need to tell the judge to give her a little bit of time. And she come out with them prison bars. That's good for hip hop, man. People love it when you're doing bad. And I noticed that on YouTube. The more fucked up the title and the thumbnail, the more people gonna click. Like Cardi B dead. People gonna, and put somebody with their blames broed out on the thumbnail, people gonna click. It's fucked up, man. Okay, let me get her off the screen because I'm a little fascinated. How they do that to Glorilla, man? Damn, she look, what they do? She look good. But that wasn't the case when she first came out, man. They took that and turned it into that. Man, these makeup artists need to be in jail. Or whatever they did to her, man. She the baddest bitch in the game. She look better than Megan Thee Stallion, Beyonce. She just might be the baddest chick in the game. Y'all let me know out there, man. Am I tripping? Maybe I'm tripping, man. But Glorilla don't look bad at all. And I'm pretty sure Yo Gotti trying to smash that, or he already did. Yo Gotti probably done already tried to get at Glow, but we just never know. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button too. Yo, let me show some love to the people watching the video real quick. Y'all still there? Yo, all my people leaving them comments, showing me that love. I ain't got nothing but love for y'all. Trying to see if anybody answered the question that I put up on the video. Do y'all feel like she need to do some time? Y'all gotta let me know, man, because if y'all feel like she need to do some time, I know some people that work in the judicial system and they could put a word in to, let Cardi B sit down for a little while, if that's what the fans out there want. I don't just ask these questions because I want to know. I know people on the inside that's willing to meet y'all demands. So let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about it. One thing for sure, I love Cardi B. I love everything she do. I've been a fan ever since them Love and Hip Hop days when she was a down-to-earth female. She was a cool hood chick, you know what I'm saying? Back when she was regular degular. Now she acting all brand new. She rubbing all her female fans the wrong way. Now you figure that'd be the last thing she should be trying to do. She need to be talking shit about the men out there, and she'll be safe. She'll have 1 billion people, men and women, willing to ride for her. If her disses was directly at Offset, people would subscribe to that. But she going to war specifically with black women out there, man, that ain't never a good look. They saying she the female Hitler of hip hop. The Kanye West, the female version of Kanye. And it's starting to look like that's the truth with her going back and forth to court. Okay, let's get into this.
Cardi B seen entering a Los Angeles courthouse this morning where she's facing charges in a civil trial, accused of assaulting a security guard at a Beverly Hills medical building in 2018. The rapper, whose real name is Belcalis Almanzad, maintains the guard was the aggressor, trying to record a video of her on her phone.
Was she recording you without your knowledge?
Yes, and nobody said she could.
Cardi B is expected to take the stand today to testify. During day one of the trial, Imani Ellis testified that in 2018 she recalls exclaiming, "That's Cardi B," when she saw the singer, and claims Cardi B then confronted her and got violent, at one point cutting her face with her long fingernails, calling the incident traumatizing.
She touched my nose, but she scratched my cheek.
The rapper contends it was Ellis who was the aggressor, alleging Ellis was trying to record her as she was entering her doctor's office while visibly pregnant, a pregnancy that at the...
Yo, why is she looking like Tony Montana from Scarface, y'all? Don't she look like that nigga right there? Like, this bitch gotta die, man. Like, she just got done doing a bump. Why the fuck she show up to court looking like that? I go to jail, everybody gotta die, man. I ain't playing no more. Boy, everybody say goodbye to the bad girl. How about that? Say goodbye to the bad girl. She in court looking like Tony Montana. Look at this, y'all. Hold on. She looked terrible in the courtroom, man. She looked just like that motherfucker, don't she? She's sitting in there Man, I don't know. Maybe they told her to cut that sexy shit out so they could take this thing seriously. Do she want to look like a criminal or whatever the case is? Because the stereotypes that she putting off. And her name on some Tony Montana shit too. I don't know, y'all. Like I said earlier, like I keep saying, they throw her in jail. She come out telling bizarre stories like Fat Joe. She had robbed 50 bitches without a gun. It made them carry their purses and shit back to her apartment after she after she robbed them. Hey, they missing out on the opportunity. That's all I'm saying.
Office while visibly pregnant, a pregnancy that at the time was not known to the public. This was Cardi B's first child, and she says she was seeking privacy at the clinic.
But according to Cardi B's defense, there was no physical.
Man, fuck that, y'all. What's she talking about? She need to start living up to the persona that she putting out there. She talking about she wanted some privacy. But her only album called Invasion of Privacy. She should have let her put the camera all up her legs and showed off her belly button and everything when she was pregnant. She wanted some privacy. Bitch, we want some damn privacy. Look at this shit, y'all. God damn, look at her tongue, y'all. God damn. She'll eat a cat faster than somebody at the Panda Express. Damn, I ain't know her tongue looked like a strawberry. The fuck? She made this for the LBGTT women's out there. Let's be real. Oh, invasion of privacy. So she gonna take the cat. That was the whole point of this album. Like, ladies, open your legs. This is an invasion of privacy. Cardi B is here. She been getting at y'all females for a long ass time. Hey, for the ladies out there, don't y'all know that these female rappers be saying what they saying just to get in your drawers? These female rappers trying to get y'all butt naked. These modern day female rappers worse than them niggas from the 2 Live crew. They want to see all y'all bucket naked by the time they song get done playing. Okay, let's get back into this. Y'all listening?
Altercation
at the clinic.
But according to Cardi B's defense, there was no physical altercation. What was a 60 to 90 second verbal altercation with no physical violence.
During cross-examination, the defense poking holes at Ellis' testimony, pointing out what it says are inconsistencies in Ellis's account.
Suggesting that there were inconsistencies in the testimony that she gave before the jury on direct examination and in the report that she made and gave to her employers about this incident. It's these inconsistencies about whether or not the cell phone was at her face or in her hand, whether or not she was touched on the nose or scratched on the cheek. The defense is trying to argue that what she is saying is not trustworthy or true.
Damn, man, we gonna have to wait and see how all of this is gonna play out. You know, they want the public to get riled up into this thing. They gonna have to throw a couple of curveballs in there, like some murder, some sex, something. They need to let it be known if Cardi B was having a sexual relationship with this girl, cause she looking like the cat lady. She been making references about eating boxes and doing all them types of things, man. So if they can flip this and make it sexual or something exciting with a criminal element to it, they can take this to the top, or put a freak off element in there. They gonna have to come with a little bit more than what they doing. Somebody got scratched in the face for recording Cardi B or whatever. It ain't spicy enough. But we gonna listen to this, man. Y'all go ahead, kick your feet up. The phone lines open if you feel like answering the question. But until then, let's get into this, man.
Basically, at this point, I'm going to be giving an opening statement on behalf of the plaintiff, Imani Ellis. to give you a little overview of what this case is about. So basically, the evidence will show that this is a case where Imani Ellis, on February 24th, 2018, at around 7 a.m., went to her job as she usually did, as a security guard. And her job was to protect the building on behalf of the landlord. And she went to her job on that day, and at approximately, the evidence will show that approximately 1:30 p.m., as she was doing her rounds, she was on the 5th floor, and the defendant got off the elevator. And as the defendant got off the elevator, the evidence will show that plaintiff was excited. She was actually a fan of the defendant before this incident occurred. She was a fan of the defendant. And she said, wow, Cardi B is here, or something to that effect. And then the action happened. The evidence will show that Cardi B misunderstood.
This is why you'll still be single in 5 years.
It's because you don't take care of your skin.
What happened?
Yo, who this is, man?
What's the draw, man?
Oh, that's what it is. What's on your mind tonight, bro?
I'm just watching a program and see what's going on with Cardi B.
Yeah, man, it's looking like Cardi B could be doing some time. She assaulted a security guard back in 2018. This woman wants justice, so we don't know if she's trying to get money or have Cardi B put in jail. But do you feel like Cardi B should do some jail time?
Yeah, I think she should, man. I think she should.
No doubt. That's what's up, man. A lot of people feel the same way you feel about it. We ain't never seen a female get taken down like we see a lot of male rappers, but since they want to do what the men do and rap like the men, she took Jay-Z's beat, made it her own song. So it's like, hey, if you want to be in this arena, you're going to have to go through the same things that these male rappers be going through, you know?
Yeah.
Man. That's what's, you ever had to do some time before, bro?
Yeah, man, I did some time before.
Damn, man. How long you had to do?
I didn't know major time. It was like 2 months.
About 2 months in jail. What you do?
We in Florida, man. Jacksonville, Florida.
Damn, man. Out there in them streets, what y'all rob somebody or something?
Nah, man. Nigga ran up in a trap.
You said you was walking down the street like Lil Nas X? They picked you up?
No, man. No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, because that's how a lot of men getting locked up nowadays, doing some zesty shit, man. I had a parking ticket, went to court, and there was a big old black dude. He was in there because he was prostituting, and he was a big fat, nasty man. So it's a lot of men going to jail for being prostitutes for other men.
Yeah. I gotta go, man.
Yeah, man. Have you ever had a man try to hit on you in any type of, like, when you was in, because it was a man over there giggling. It's late at night. What the hell y'all got going on?
That was me laughing, man. That was me.
So it wasn't no another man in the background laughing while you was laughing.
Nah, man, that was me.
Hey, man, ain't no wrong with having secrets, but what's in the dark will come to the light. Matter of fact, you already exposed yourself, brother, but we appreciate you for calling in anyway. And I'm the one that gotta go. I'm sorry I can't talk to you longer, but I got shit I gotta do, man. I'm gonna talk to you later, dude. Yeah. And thank him so much for his phone call. The ladies out here confused as hell, because the men they be dealing with got extra sugar in their tank. But the men can't help it. When you raised in the household and your mama, the mama and the daddy, your ass gonna be sassy. Especially when your daddy a punk ass. You be waiting your whole life to meet your daddy, and when you see your daddy, he built up just like your mama with an attitude. That gotta be the worst thing in the world, when your father a bitch ass nigga. That's why these dudes be doing crimes, and you wonder why they be in the news for the dumbest shit. They trying to break that family curse. they zesty grandfathers be in heaven smiling down when they get sentenced to jail. They be in heaven celebrating. Like, we are bitches no more, okay? It be their ancestral spirits forcing them to do the dumb shit. I got all that from that last caller. I need to stop, blow out these candles, these incense and shit. Got me channeling niggas. That's why people be scared to call, man. Y'all think I don't know that? Okay, let's get back into this Cardi B news.
The plaintiff was simply excited to see her and made that excited utterance. The evidence will show that the plaintiff had an earpiece on her phone, in her ear. And when she was there in the building, Cardi B, again, mistakenly thought that Imani Ellis was telling people that Cardi B was at the building, but that is not the case. Plaintiff will testify that that is absolutely not the case. Now, Miss Ellis at the time was in uniform. She was working for Allied Security. She had a license to be a security guard from 2014 to 2018. Miss Ellis was hired on behalf of the owner of the building, the landlord. And the landlord has a right to tell people to come in their building or to leave their building. If someone causes a disturbance, the security guard has the right to tell somebody, sorry, you gotta leave. And if you don't leave, we're gonna call the police. Yeah, that's their right to do that. The evidence will show that Cardi B was causing a disturbance. She started to yell, she started to curse, she started to really say things that don't make sense in this day and age. I think we all know that in this day and age, you don't use this type of language to people. Okay? I'm not gonna even say the word. We'll have
Damn, Cardi getting old, y'all. She look tired. She's starting to look like Big Mama a little bit. Living with Offset, she probably know how to fix a pot of greens and everything. Just before you ask for the cornbread, she start laying that shit down on the table. Damn, they need to leave Cardi. Let her go home and get some rest, man. How old is she? Cause she look like she damn near 50. Man, get the fuck out of here. Excuse my language. She only 32 looking like that. Man, it must be rough. God. What was she gonna do when she turned 40? Oh my God. What they done did? She 32. And she got a birthday coming up. Oh man. Oh, they dead wrong for this shit right here. They got her looking like Mary J. Blige. They dead wrong for that. But you know what? She's still beautiful. Oh, goddamn. Like Morticia in these pictures. But she's still beautiful. Plus, she got them kids, and I'm pretty sure it's not all what y'all think it is to be. The truth of the matter is, she went to the doctors, and somebody started fanning out like a goof troop. Like, oh my God, it's Cardi B. This bitch took out both of her phones and put them all in Cardi B face. She jumping up and down. But she's a fan. And that's what fans do. But Cardi wasn't having it that day. She said enough is enough of this silly ass shit. It was her first baby. She didn't want nobody to know she was pregnant. Because she know once that get into the blogs and everything, they will Photoshop her belly and flip it, reverse it to her butt, and nobody knew she was pregnant for a long time. So she figured this chick gonna blow her cover, call up TMZ and all that. She wasn't ready to go through all of that. I'm pretty sure by her second and third pregnancy, she didn't care about stuff like that. But seeing how they taking this old news and making it new news, it just lets you know that they don't want to keep the hip hop community out of the news for a little bit, because there's some way more important stuff that need to be primetime news, that need to be on everybody's tongue. Everybody need to be having conversations and debates about. But this type of stuff, this is like the fast food of news. It ain't gotta make sense. It just got that hip hop seasoning on it, and people want to be a part of it because it automatically make it cool or some shit like that. The news reporters think they got swag because they covering the Cardi B case or whatever the case is. They know that it's going to have that pop appeal regardless of what it's about. This ain't about nothing. This trial, whatever she in court for, it ain't about a damn thing. But it got that hip hop bling on it. So they trying to see how far they can go with this thing right here. And it may be more to it, but it really don't look like there's no more to it. Look at this, y'all.
Imani Ellis tell you what the word is. You'll all hear how hurtful that word was to Imani Ellis. After she stated those words and hurt Imani Ellis, she then took a swing at her and attempted to hit her in the face. The evidence will show that after that, or sometime in between that, the evidence will show that Cardi B spit on the plaintiff, actually spit on her. And that's considered, according to the law, the evidence will show that it's considered an assault and battery in and of itself. There's some law enforcement people that would actually assault someone back if they got spit on. You can't just go around spitting on people. So the evidence will show that the defendant spit on the plaintiff. And then finally, to make it all worse and make it really bad, Cardi B then, in the attack, cut Imani Ellis's left cheek. She cut it with her fingernail. Cardi B is left-handed, and somehow she was able to cut the left cheek with her left hand. Okay? Because of this attack, Imani Ellis went to a Dr. Scher. Dr. Scher is a cosmetic surgeon, or was a cosmetic surgeon. The evidence will show that Miss Imani Ellis went to Dr. Scher to find out what can be done to help her with this cut. And Dr. Scher said we need to wait for at least a year, maybe 2 years, because we want to see if it turns into a scar. You can't just run and do plastic surgery. So it did turn into a scar. And when she waited, and it was also very costly. She couldn't really afford the surgery. And as we all know, in April of 2020, the pandemic started. So another couple of years were lost because plastic surgery is an elective surgery. So she lived with the scar for another couple of years. And in 2021, Dr. Scher died. He passed away. Evidence will show that. In 2022, Imani Ellis went to a different doctor, Brent Mulliken, who you will hear from. Brent Mulliken is a plastic surgeon who is designated as an expert witness in this case, who will testify in his opinion why he believes where the scar came from in his opinion, which he will testify. The evidence will show that he will testify in his expert opinion of being a plastic surgeon that.
Man, I'm starting to wonder if Cardi B really got a bag like that. Cause there's some shit you could settle out of court. She sued Tasha K for a ridiculous amount of money. Do she even got money of her own? Did they TLC her ass? And how long you gonna live off of one album? And everybody else on her label got jerked. It's a possibility she dead ass broke. But they make sure she keep up her appearances. Like so many people in the hip hop world, they be broke. They be talking about they cash money millionaires. And 10 years down the line, it only be the CEOs that got the money. And shout out to the Hot Boys and Juvie and Turk and all them dudes. I'm just saying. They was popping big shit in them Cash Money days. Like they just had every house, every car. You would have thought they was trillionaires. Look at this. They had me fooled for sure. I thought they was never gonna go broke. And they broke and my broke is two different types of brokes. But they had me going, man. Everybody had chains, everybody had Bentleys, everybody had 2 Rollies, two bracelets, platinum and gold. They was popping that money, cash money shit. They made that shit look amazing on them cameras. Who would have thought that they was financially struggling behind the scenes? They do a worldwide tour and come back home with peanuts in their pockets. On them records, got everybody thinking they living a lavish life. The entertainment industry it do these people dirty. So it's a possibility that Cardi B been fronting this whole time. You figure if you had the money and this chick, she making noise talking about she want to sue you, whatever, drop a bag on her, pay for her little plastic surgery or whatever the case is. People that really got money like that will tell their people to make it go away. And for this chick, with the Foot Locker shirt on in the courtroom, she ain't even got a decent suit to wear to court. Anything would have made her happy. It's either Cardi B just ain't trying to pay nobody, or she ain't got no money like that to be paying nobody. I don't know her IQ level, and I ain't trying to crack jokes or be funny and talk bad about Cardi B. But if she managing her money, she going over the books. Do she know anything about accounting? Do she even know how to establish a LLC or any of that shit? When you a working girl and you a stripper and all that shit, that's the easiest exchange you can ever make. Sex for money. You ain't got to get no lawyers involved, no nothing. And that's the life that she come from, y'all. She come from the stripper world. I had a caller call in, what was it, a couple of years ago, and she broke it all the way down. Like, not only was Cardi B stripping, but she was allegedly doing some extra shit on the side. And I'm not saying that women like that don't become legitimate business women, because a lot of them do. But we don't know if that's the case with Cardi B. What that contract really looking like? What's going on? Suing people and getting sued and all that shit, that's rare for people that's at the top of the food chain. And when it do happen, they simply just make it go away. She actually sitting in court with the girl, looking ridiculous. And it ain't even about nothing. She can't make this go away. She got to get dragged through the court system and all that bullshit. Who told her this is a good idea? Is the finances really that low? And they gonna go on and on. How long they been doing this? It's a possibility they gonna go on for weeks with this bullshit.
The scar came from a fingernail. The defendant, in addition to having long fingernails of 2 to 3 inches long on a regular basis, she also has different metal objects that are attached to the fingernails, which make it more dangerous if you're going to touch somebody's face or something.
Ready to lose the hat and regrow the hair? With Choose by Hims, you can regain your hair and your confidence.
You will hear from Imani Ellis. She will testify today about what happened to her. You will hear from the defendant, and then you will hear from Imani Ellis's grandmother, if we get to that point today, where she will explain a little bit about the changes that happened with Imani Ellis. So in a civil case, it's a little bit different. It's not, the scales of justice have to be tipped just a little bit more than 50%. You don't have to prove 100%. This is not a criminal case, this is a civil case. And as the judge read, one witness, the testimony of one witness alone is sufficient for you to believe that testimony. That's in the jury instructions that were just read to you now. The testimony of a single witness is enough to prove a fact. That's what we just heard now. And you will hear from multiple witnesses. The other thing I wanted to mention before I close is there needs to be some accountability from the defendant. The defendant has taken no accountability for what she has done. There should be some level of respect for security guards. When a security guard approaches somebody and asks them to leave the building, or approaches someone and tries to explain what happened, they should give some type of respect to the security guard and listen to what happened. No matter what, even if, this is not true, even if Imani Ellis told all of her friends that Cardi B was in the building, there was no reason to curse at her, spit at her, take a swing at her, and cut her face. All that is unnecessary and uncalled for. So with that, I ask you to keep an open mind, hear all of the evidence. Thank you very much.
Damn, man. Y'all gotta let me know what's on your mind right now when it comes to this Cardi B case. How many people really give a fuck? That's what I want to know. How many of y'all gonna call off work tomorrow? Yo, thank you to homie for the donation and everything. I really do appreciate that. Y'all need to follow suit, man. Do like, get like him, man. Do what he do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put some right there real quick. Cause they ain't nothing but love right there, man. I wanna say thank you for that donation. Real talk. Got me feeling like Dr. Umar Johnson. But yeah, man. Said she needs to be sued or persecuted, one or the other. Accountability is her problem. Hey, sometimes you have a moment. I had a nigga moment the other day, man. And when you think about it, it's like, damn, I could have lost my life for having a nigga moment. We all go through it, man. Sometimes you just ain't going for it, man. People be trying you, and you feel like you being tried. You know you ain't gonna be able to sleep at night because you're gonna be thinking like, damn, I should have did this, I should have did that. And the next time a situation come up, you would be willing to do this and do that and do all that shit to make up for the last time. So I'm pretty sure it was something that happened prior to that, and she was just waiting for her opportunity to act a nut. Like, I swear to God, if a bitch ever try me like that again, I'm gonna gouge your fucking eyes out her face, man. We all go through that. She said, actions have consequences. Can't keep putting your hands or objects on people unprovoked. That's true, but in the heat of the moment, when you feeling how you feeling, ain't no telling what she had going on at home. A lot of times people be going through personal shit and they just need an outlet. And if you fuck around and find out and become an outlet for somebody to release all their problems. Said she did look old with that red hair and scarf around her head. At least 50 in that picture. Yeah, Cardi B starting to look real, real old. She's stressing. They turned her into a pet in Hollywood. And I know that gotta be annoying. People be mocking her to her face and she gotta laugh it off. She probably feel like Bubbles or one of them pet animals and shit. They bring you around, they put a mic up to her to see if she gonna say something ridiculous. They treat her like she 5 years old for real. They love it when she do interviews. Then they got her rapping, popping coochie. Like, when do she get a break? It was only a matter of time. She like an animal in a cage. People coming up to her, fucking with her shit. Even them animals in the zoo be snapping. They'll grab your hand, pull you close to that cage and won't let go. Now they trying to tranquilize Cardi because she snapped on somebody out there in the concrete jungle. I kind of feel bad for her a little bit. Because people do have moments and she definitely had hers. The situation got a little out of hand or whatever, but for the girl to be suing, talking about her grandmama about to come up in there and talk, man, they doing all this for clout. And it's disgusting that they even giving her a platform because the truth of the matter is them lawyers, the news networks, they just want material. And since her albums ain't popping, her last single came out, everybody saying it's whack. Hold on, let me look at this real quick. Cause I thought the song was all right until I read out the lyrics. And she took the same exact Jay-Z beat. She ain't put no scratches or nothing on it. She just left it straight like that. Cardi, Imaginary. I want to look at this one more again. Cause is it really that bad? Okay, we gonna look at this together a little bit. She got the plane out, New York, New York. And that was my argument with a lot of people out there. If you not from New York or upstate and you weren't raised up around that time when Jay-Z put out Reasonable Doubt, In My Lifetime and stuff. But I talked to somebody from the South and they was like, hell, we was listening to it too. When New York was popping, the South was the #1 supporter. So it's a lot of people down South know all about that Jay-Z In My Lifetime. From Texas to Georgia to South Carolina, they was up on it when it was popping. So that's a weak argument. But people ain't feeling it. She in the plane. She in the back of the Maybach and everything. She trying to put it down like she a big dog in the game, like she on Jay-Z's level. I think that's where people are getting offended. She popping that shit like she Hove or something like that. And people not trying to give her that crown. She did win the Grammy, but people feel like she ain't really deserve a Grammy for that. And the way she shitting on women, that's another offense. All her bars is about a dusty bitch. And how y'all women so broke. Y'all women so this. Y'all women so that. She going hard at the sisters specifically while she rapping. Now I could see if she was on Telemundo and she had a salsa track talking shit about black women's. But people offended as hell. She could barely even move her face. She looked like she's screaming in agony. She 32 looking like, God damn, hold on, wait. I seen all them surgeries. Look at her chin. God, what they do to her, man? She better cut this shit out ASAP. Cause her chin, she look like she about to scream her jaw out her mouth. Then them breasts looking ridiculous, man. That's a horrible angle. At the airport ain't going. How many times she gonna go in and out that damn plane? She at the airport ain't going no fucking where. Popping that game, they not even wasting no fuel. She at the airport filming a music video like she on some international shit and ain't nothing moving. She laid out in front of the private jet. While this real plane's taking off, her ass sitting right there. She ain't trying to end up like Aaliyah for no damn music video. Rest in peace to Aaliyah. Talking about she in Greece. Got the shrimps, lobster, cat. That look like a Google image. I want to see her crack one of them crabs and let me know it's really real. They don't 3D printed her outfit. My God, why they doing this to her, man? Oh, they bringing her the crabs. She paid them niggas to stand there and hold her crab and hold her champagne while she on the beach spitting Jay-Z bars. Them niggas look pissed the fuck off. Like we were sent here to kill you. Like if you kill me, who gonna rap these booty bars? Like leave her alive. Hold on, man. We gonna get back to the news, but this is fascinating. They went in there and took pictures of the jewelry while it's still sitting in the damn store. That's how you know she having financial issues, man. Taking pictures of jewelry in the jewelry store? Come on, Cardi. So they soaking her feet in the champagne? Oh, this is ridiculous. Man, get this bullshit out of here, man. Get it out of here, man. Get that off the screen. They soaking her feet in champagne. Hold up, man. This shit's so ridiculous, I can't stop looking at it. Now she at the restaurant, ain't got no man. Where your kids at, Cardi? Where is your kids? They did some deep ocean diving so she could come back with a treasure. She pulled that shit out the damn lake somewhere. Like, I'm taking that shit home. Got some pirate gold up in there. They put that on the jet. We gotta go with that. Old ass luggage. What the fuck is that? Oh my God. This bitch look like she in pain. Oh my God. Like her hip snapped or some shit. Woo! Man. She looked terrible. God damn. That shit is scary. Look like she possessed by Patti LaBelle or somebody. God, the hip acting up. She doing bad. Like, somebody help me off the floor. She gonna be rapping with a humpback in a couple of years. God damn. They put her ass on the wing of the plane. They trying to make the best out of this rental that they got going on. Like, okay, Cardi, we're gonna put you up here. Okay, all right, everybody ready? Okay, lights, camera, action. Look, we got her on the wing. This some broke people shit. Stunting on bitches ain't got no money. I'm over it, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna keep on talking about my sister Cardi B. Like I said, I love her to death. Y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. I ain't trying to be hating on Cardi B all night. I ain't got nothing but love for y'all, man. We about to get into the rest of this news. I hope y'all ready. Cause they said the security guard changed her story in the middle of telling her story. Y'all gotta look at this, man.
Okay, I want to mention first that you may have seen Cardi doze off. She does not live in Los Angeles. She traveled here for this trial. She's very anxious to see this, to be here, but she got food poisoning on the way out. And so I'm sure all of you can imagine how terrible that is. Do not mistake it for a lack of interest in the case. She's come a long way, and this is a very important proceeding for her, but she is sick, and so I apologize for that. This is the last time, the last opportunity I'll have to speak to you directly and tell all the evidence is in. This is my chance to tell you what I believe the evidence will be. Now, what I say and what counsel has said today are like promises. We're predicting, we're promising you what we're going to show, and at the end of the trial, and I want you to remember the promises, because at the end of the trial, I'm going to ask you who kept their promises and who didn't.
Connect with a financial advisor at Thrivent.com, where money means more.
So there's a lot of stigma in.
Now, obviously, both sides can't tell their side of the story at the same time. That would be chaos. So in our system, the person who filed the lawsuit gets to go first. You've heard many times today that it's very important that you keep an open mind, that you hear both sides of the story before, both sides of the evidence, both sides' documents, before you make a decision and come to any conclusions. It is the only way to be fair to both sides, that you hear all of the evidence and not just jump to conclusions. Now, this is what we expect the evidence will show. First, Cardi is a loving mother to 3 young children and a devoted daughter and sister in a tight-knit family. She came from a very humble beginning. She is a successful recording artist now, but she was born in poverty in New York City's Washington Heights. She worked very hard to get where she is. In 2015, she joined a cast of a reality show called Love and Hip Hop New York, and from there, she all of a sudden got all these followers, and that ended up with her becoming a Grammy Award-winning, critically acclaimed recording artist. Now, second, the evidence will show that in late February 2018, Cardi was about 4 months pregnant with her first child, excuse me. It was early in her pregnancy. She came out to Los Angeles for work, basically, related to the NBA event. And she asked a friend, or she asked someone to recommend a gynecologist. She wanted to just check. And so she made an appointment, or an appointment was made for her, to see a gynecologist at a medical building in Beverly Hills. They took special steps to make sure this was private. The appointment was on a Saturday afternoon. The doctor, the gynecologist, had arranged for his staff to leave early. Her normal security person did not join her, because what could happen? She was going into he stayed in the car, she was going into a doctor's office, so what could possibly happen? And what happened was plaintiff. The evidence will show that plaintiff had her phone to her ear when the elevator opened, as Cardi was trying to make her way to her doctor's office, to the patient. And the plaintiff stated out loud, "Wow, that was Cardi B." Cardi turned around and saw the plaintiff holding up her phone, filming or photographing her. And Cardi said, "Why are you doing that? Why do you think you can photograph me? Just steps away from my doctor's office." And the evidence will show that plaintiff's response was a belligerent "because I can." Now, you will hear evidence that plaintiff continued to follow Cardi as Cardi tried to get to her doctor's office. Evidence that the plaintiff continued to yell at Cardi. That when people from the doctor's office came out and told plaintiffs to stop, saying, "You're a security guard, what are you doing?" That plaintiff continued, and when someone intervened and got between them, plaintiff started taking swings at Cardi B. As Cardi B backed up and backed up, Cardi B was, facing someone, with all respect, who testified and admitted that she was 240, 250 pounds, wearing black military boots, hovering over Cardi, yelling and screaming at her and taking swings at her, trying to get to her beyond the person who was trying to intervene and trying to calm things down. Now, I don't take any pleasure in saying this, but there will be evidence that it was plaintiff who yelled, "I will fuck your shit up." That's when someone intervened and dragged plaintiff to an elevator and said, "You have to leave. You have to leave." You will hear Cardi's testimony that she both feared for her unborn baby, this was her first pregnancy, and a very large woman was advancing towards her, and she was utterly confused that a security guard would be her attacker. Importantly, plaintiff has repeatedly changed her story over the last 7 years. You will hear evidence that, under oath, she stated in what is called discovery, Cardi beat her about the head and body. Under oath, she said that. You will hear evidence that plaintiff stated, Cardi scratched plaintiff's nose. You will hear evidence that the story then changed, that Cardi instead scratched plaintiff's cheek, and you will hear evidence that plaintiff also said Cardi never touched her. That is the evidence that you will hear. And to put it mildly, we expect the evidence will establish that plaintiff is not telling the truth. Now, there's been this allegation that that Cardi got plaintiff fired. But we expect...
Objection, Your Honor. We'll discuss this issue.
Sustained claims were withdrawn.
I apologize.
The claim was withdrawn.
Oh. Well, that's nice. I didn't know that. So there is no employment claim? Okay. You've been very patient. The case just got smaller, but we still have a lot of evidence to put on, and I thank you for your patience, and thank you for keeping an open mind and waiting until you hear both sides. Thank you.
All right, thank you, counsel.
Great.
We're going to begin with the presentation of evidence at this point in time. Does plaintiff have a witness to call?
Yes, Your Honor. Plaintiff calls Imani Ellis to the stand as our first witness.
Thank you.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in the cause now pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. May I please have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Yes, my name is Imani Ellis. Last name is E-L-L-I-S.
Your first name, please.
Imani, yes, E-M-A-N-I.
Perfect.
Like the BBW Sade.
Oh my goodness.
I ain't mad. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Oh, Cardi was mad. Cardi thought she was going to take her man. Shit. Lose a couple of more pounds like Lizzo. And she all the way in the game, baby. All the way in the game. I ain't mad. Man, y'all do me a favor. Because now I got to talk about it before I get out of here, man. I love you, Cardi B, but somebody gonna have to call it for what it is, man. I hate to have to do this stuff. But somebody gonna have to do it. Cardi B, you're wrong. You're wrong, Cardi. That woman was a fan and admirer. You influence chicks like this, Cardi. You nut up, she nut up. She trying to do what you do. You mad, she mad. You happy, she happy. She's a fan, Cardi. The energy you put out is the energy you get back. You've been hating on these women for a long time, talking about they cheap, they dusty, they broke. And when they finally get around you, it's a mirror of what you've been putting out. You got all this negative energy coming back to you, Cardi. Y'all do me a favor, hit that Cash App, because somebody got to tell it. And it might as well be me. I'ma answer my own question and let y'all know how I feel about it. The question is, should Cardi B go to jail? I feel like she already living in prison. A prison that she made for herself. What she thought? She was gonna pop all that fly shit and people not gonna get fly with her. She get fly with us all day long on them records, in them videos. We sit back and listen to Cardi B talk all that jazz. And when you finally catch up with her ass, what are you supposed to do? Sing the gospel? What does she want people to do? She got an album called Invasion of Privacy. And she expect us to give her privacy? This is a beautiful young lady right here. She was only mimicking what she been seeing. You don't want to be a fake bitch around a real bitch. You got to do real bitches do real things, even though she was at work. Cardi B made her step out her element. Like, oh shit, real bitches in the building. Oh shit, I'm a real bitch too. What you want to do, bitch? What you want to do? Yeah, I love you. I hate you, but I love you, bitch. Well, let's fight. Like, you got like fucked up, mama. This what I do for money. Cardi shot herself in the foot, just like Megan Thee Stallion. It's so sad to see, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section, baby. And shout out to my caller. People be talking about I don't get phone calls. Well, guess what, bitch? I got a call today. It only lasted 2 minutes, but we talked. Tell that to your other favorite YouTuber while they over there hating. And y'all stay tuned because we got more Lil Nas X videos coming up, man. He was sashaying down the street. A lot of men out there want to see them videos. I don't want to do the videos, but there's men out there that want to see them Lil Nas X videos. They coming soon, man. And I ain't got none but love for y'all. Make sure y'all sleep right. Wash your pillows and shit so you won't wake up scratching. I ain't got none but